Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, we will be talking about the top 10 Blu-ray and 4K releases for October, and we're going to get right into that list. But I need to tell you guys something very exciting that's going to be happening in October. My video series, 31 Days of Halloween. In October, I will be posting a video every single day. From October 1st to October 31st, a brand new horror-related video every day. Whether it's a top 10 video, a ranking video, a movie review. On Saturdays, I'm going to watch a horror movie I've never seen before. It's going to be like a vlog-style movie night. I'm going to do unboxings. It's going to be so much fun. I am so excited about it. So definitely turn your notifications on. Be subscribed for my 31 Days of Halloween. Every day, a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get right into the video. Alright guys, welcome back. In today's video, like I said, we're going to be going over the top 10 4K and Blu-ray releases for October. There's not going to be any particular order aside from order of release, so this isn't a ranking video. It's just the top 10 releases in order of release date. Be sure and stick around to the end of the video, as I will be giving away this digital code for the 4K version of Beetlejuice that was just released. It's a beautiful restoration. It looks fantastic. So stick around towards the end of the video and I will tell you how you can get this 4K digital code. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have a massive channel, okay? So you have a pretty good chance of getting this Blu-ray. There's not gonna be thousands of entries. There's just gonna be a few. So definitely stick around. I'll tell you how you can win that. Kicking off the list, we start with October 6th for our first release, Zack Snyder's classic movie 300. The action movie that's been parodied a million times. It's iconic. There's not much else you can say about 300 that hasn't already been said. It's going to have a Best Buy exclusive as well as a standard release. The Steelbook is going to go for $29.99. This was Zack Snyder's second feature film, his follow-up to Dawn of the Dead, the remake he did of George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. Fantastic movie. First time in 4K. I cannot wait to pick this one up. It's been a really long time actually since I've seen 300, and this seems like a perfect movie for a restoration. So can't wait to see Zack Snyder's 300 in 4K on October 6th. Next up, also on October 6th, these are a lot of catalog titles this month. The next one up is the Star Trek 10 movie collection. Now this has had a release previously. It was a region-free 12-disc edition. This edition will have digital code, which is something that wasn't provided in the other editions. Now, one thing I will let you guys know is the previous edition had 12 discs. This new version has 10 discs, but it has digital code, so you might want to do a little research and find out which edition will be good for you. As far as I know, it's all the same bonus features, but you may want to look into that if that's a concern. But if you're just looking for the whole movie all together, all 10 movies, this is going to be the release all the way from Star Trek, the movie, to all the ones with Picard and the Next Generation and the ones in between where they were kind of mashed up. So really cool release, Star Trek 10 movie re-release collection. Next up, Martin Scorsese's 2010 modern masterpiece, Shutter Island. This did get a Steelbook release earlier in the year, but if you missed out on the Steelbook, it's now getting a standard release, and this movie is amazing. If you have not seen Martin Scorsese's Shutter Island, it is absolutely a haunting film featuring Leonard DiCaprio, featuring Leonardo DiCaprio and Mark Ruffalo. It's kind of a departure as far as what Martin Scorsese usually had done, at least at that time. It's kind of a really dark, gritty mystery that takes place in an insane asylum. Leonardo plays a detective, and Mark Ruffalo is kind of his partner. It's been a long time since I've seen that one as well, but it's just an incredible movie that takes twists and turns that you'll never expect. Like I said, this has gotten a 4K release on Steelbook, but if you missed out on the Steelbook, you are now getting a standard release in HDR10 Dolby Vision. It looks beautiful, so definitely keep your eye out for Shutter Island on October 6th. Also on October 6th comes another weird one. Now stick with me here, from 1997, Snow White Tale of Terror. This is kind of one of those ones that flew under the radar. It hasn't really been talked about much in horror communities in particular, but it is a really unique and cool movie. Snow White Tale of Terror from 1997. This is the first time this has been on Blu-ray. The last release this had was a DVD release in 2012. This stars Sigourney Weaver and Sam Neill. Based on the Grimm's fairy tale, basically the stepmother is incredibly jealous of her stepdaughter and plans to kill her. It's a crazy dark take on the classic Snow White tale. It's been years since I've seen this one, so I'm really looking forward to picking this one up. Originally premiered on Showtime back in the day as a special home release, but definitely check out Snow White Tale of Terror. Next up, the infamous Battlefield Earth from 2000. This John Travolta Scientology fest was written by L. Ron Hubbard. The book was the person who conceived and invented Scientology. This movie is bafflingly bad in the most hilarious way, from the acting, the insane character design, the terrible direction. There are scenes that are just like The Room style bad or Birdemic bad. This movie is just a hilarious watch. There's no less than probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 scenes that just end with characters turning to each other one at a time and doing this like Austin Powers style laughing. It's
oh, you're too much. I do what I can.
It's a joke.
It's hilarious. This movie is fantastic. It's definitely one of those so bad it's good movies that you can pop on with some friends and just laugh at it. It's cartoonish and funny. Just definitely keep an eye out for Battlefield Earth. This is also a first-time Blu-ray release for Battlefield Earth from 2000. Check that one out. Next up, from Kino Lorber, 2 first-time on Blu-ray releases featuring Michael J. Fox. The first of which, The Secret to My Success from 1987, directed by Herbert Ross. This is a fun little comedy. Michael J. Fox did a bunch of just really fun movies in the 80s and early 90s. He didn't seem to take himself too seriously, and he just had a lot of fun making these kind of goofy comedies. This movie stars Michael J. Fox as works his way from mailroom to top guy at a big corporation, and kind of how that happens. It's a pretty funny little story. Herbert Ross, the director, has directed a lot of movies, but notably he did Funny Lady with Barbra Streisand, directed Footloose. He also directed 2 of my favorite films, the tearjerker Steel Magnolias. I love that film. I got a soft side too, man. I love horror. I'm wearing a Dead Alive shirt from Creeporama, actually. You can't see it. This shirt's dope, but it's got some gore on the back. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Steel Magnolias, I love that movie. It's so sad, but it's a great movie. Also, he directed My Blue Heaven with Rick Moranis and Steve Martin. If you have not seen My Blue Heaven, that is probably my top Steve Martin performance. He is hilarious in that movie. It's on the same person that Goodfellas is based on after he went into witness protection, but it's a complete comedy. It's hilarious. But anyway, he directed that, and the movie is called The Secret to My Success from 1987. Next up on the list is called The Hard Way from 1991, starring James Woods and Michael J. Fox, and directed by John Badham. B-A-D-H-A-M, Badham. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name. I always mispronounce names. He directed Short Circuit, Saturday Night Fever, and another one of my favorites, Point of No Return. If you've ever... Fantastic movie. If you've never seen Point of No Return with Bridget Fonda, it's one of my favorite movies, kind of this undercover hitman movie, which has Harvey Keitel, who basically plays the wolf in this movie too. It's really interesting. But anyway, he directed that, John Badham. And The Hard Way stars Michael J. Fox as an actor who's trying to be taken more seriously, and he really wants this cop TV show role. So he worms his way into being alongside James Woods. He plays a detective who's trying to solve this murder case. And basically it's a buddy cop movie of Michael J. Fox trying to learn how to be a real cop so he can perform in this role. It's a fun little movie, and that'll be getting, this is another first time on Blu-ray release. So those are 2 from Kino Lorber, The Secret to My Success and The Hard Way. Right, and some more catalog releases also on October 6th, coming from Mill Creek to Blu-ray from the first time. The 2 movies are Big Bully and Wrongfully Accused. They're going to be in a double feature combo pack. I know Big Bully has been out of print for a long time, and the DVD has gone for super crazy prices. You know how things go on eBay. That's just how it is. But they're finally back in print. Basically, Rick Moranis stars as this kind of nerdy guy who was bullied as a kid by this one specific bully that terrorized him and kind of ruined his whole life, and he never forgot about this guy. And later in life, here he is again. He's confronted with this bully at his new job at a school, and he's played brilliantly by Tom Arnold. It's a fun little movie. The next one is Wrongfully Accused. So these will both be together in the same Blu-ray. Wrongfully Accused, starring Leslie Nielsen. He did, of course, did Airplane, and then he did Repossessed, the Naked Gun movies, Dead and Loving It, just all of those spoofs. And Wrongfully Accused was a spoof of The Fugitive. So those are going to be together in a combo pack from Mill Creek, Big Bully, and Wrongfully Accused. Some 90s cheese. Good time. Let me know what you guys think of these releases, if you're excited, if you're going to pick up any of these, because these are a lot of movies that I loved when I was a kid. So if you love these movies too, let me know in the comments. I want to know what you guys think. Next up, October 13th, and this is the biggest one on the list, probably the biggest release of the year. The Friday the 13th box set from Scream Factory is finally coming here in a few short weeks. It's going to be a 16-disc set. This is crazy. I can't believe this is finally happening. I hope you have it pre-ordered. As far as I can tell, it's still up for pre-order. It hasn't completely sold out, but man, when this thing sells out, you aren't going to be able to get this for less than 500 bucks. That's my guess for starting price. When this thing goes out of print, it's going to be impossible to find unless you have deep pockets. So buy this now. I know it's expensive, and you're thinking, do I really want to spend 150 bucks, 160 bucks on this? I'll tell you what, I'd rather spend 150 than 500 or just be completely priced out of owning it. So definitely buy this now while you can. I picked it up off Diabolic DVD. You know how Amazon is with shipping. You don't want to buy this thing and have it sell out and get a damaged copy from Amazon. I would suggest going through Diabolic. I think that's your best bet for getting it in one piece and not having a damaged, super limited product. I'll put a link in description with all the special features and every special feature listed, so check in the link down below. Definitely let me know if you picked up, if you pre-ordered this, or if you plan on pre-ordering this. I'm curious as to how many people pulled the trigger on this one. Next up, this is a really exciting release for the first time on 4K and also a director's cut. Darren Aronofsky's Requiem for a Dream. Celebrating its 20th anniversary, Darren Aronofsky's nightmare mindfuck of a film with a 4K director's cut. He's done obviously a bunch of amazing films, kind of always in the same kind of descent into madness style that he likes to do, and this is probably the film that he's most well known for by name. Everybody who's kind of gotten a little deeper into left of center films has seen Requiem for a Dream. It's a very sad movie, but it's you can't deny its brilliance. The acting is incredible. The performances are great. It's not a happy movie by any means, but it's just one of those movies that you can't deny is just one of the greatest movies of that time. Originally released in 2000. So, yeah, 4K director's cut. I haven't actually checked out the extra scenes in the director's cut. I don't know if they've been listed. Let me know in the comments if you know of a website or somewhere that was talking about the special features or what's in the director's cut, because I haven't been able to pin it down. So let me know in the comments if you know what's in the director's cut. Next up, also on the 13th, is The Last Starfighter, the 1994 sci-fi film from Arrow Video. This is one I'm super excited about. I hadn't really heard of it, and then I saw it was being released, and I looked at the trailer, and it looks amazing. Awesome Arrow treatment of an 90s classic, directed by Nick Castle, who played Michael Myers in the original Halloween movie. It's had several releases in the past, but it's finally getting a proper definitive Arrow treatment Blu-ray release about an arcade nerd who gets called into some kind of actual space adventure. I'm not sure if it's like gonna be one of those like all in his head type of things, or if it actually happens. I'm not sure, but this is one of those movies that kind of slipped by me growing up, and then when I watched the trailer, I'm like, holy shit, this looks amazing. I have to see this. So I'm gonna pick this up. Definitely let me know if you'll be picking up The Last Starfighter from Arrow Video. Down to our last couple releases here on October 20th, you will be able to buy the Back to the Future 4K trilogy. This is going to get a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook treatment, and this is a 7-disc 4K and Blu-ray with a bonus 7th disc for special features. So you get a Blu-ray disc and a 4K for each movie, remastered using the 35mm negative, Dolby Vision HDR 10 Plus presentation, Dolby Atmos audio track, an hour's worth of new special features. The Steelbooks are awesome looking, so I cannot wait to pick this up. Next up, also on October 20th, is the Criterion release of Parasite. This has gotten several releases already, including a 4K release, but Criterion is releasing their version October 20th. It's got some good special features. I'm not quite sure why Criterion hasn't dipped into the 4K space. Being that it's a new movie, the movies that benefit most from these 4K restorations are generally movies that are shot on film and older movies that really kind of are restored from the negative. I'm not sure if, you have to let me know, was Parasite shot on film or was that digital? I'm not sure, but either way, it's getting a Criterion treatment. The artwork is really cool, and of course, you know, Criterion puts out great releases, so this will no doubt be another one. And this one I'm actually super excited about, the Rambo Complete Series Steelbook collection. Now this is gonna it's going for around $100. It's listed at $94.99 on Best Buy's website, but it's a box set enclosed with all of the Rambo movies in their own, each in their own steelbook. The artwork looks awesome. It's a really cool set. All films spanning 37 years. All these have been, the first one came out 37 years ago. So 37 or 38. I think the last one was in 2019. But all the way from First Blood, from First Blood in 1982 to Last Blood in 2019, which Last Blood grossed $125 million. Which is pretty impressive. Sylvester Stallone is 74 goddamn years old. He's still making Rambo movies. And if you haven't seen Last Blood, I watched it a few days ago. I think I might actually review it. I could actually review it as a fucking horror film. This movie is so gory. It blew me away. If you haven't seen Last Blood, it is so much fun. It's about an hour. It's less than an hour and a half. It jumps right to the point, and it is definitely the most brutal Rambo movie in the entire series. And I mean, he's ripping people's collarbones out. He's blowing people's heads off like he's in Resident Evil. I couldn't believe how gory this movie was. It's gorier than most horror movies. And it's awesome. I recommend. I got sidetracked a little bit talking about Last Blood, but it's fucking awesome. Watch Last Blood. It's super cool. So that's the last I have on the list, the Rambo Complete 4K Steelbook box set. Definitely let me know what you think of these releases. A lot of these are older catalog titles, some of which I haven't seen in so long it'll be like watching it for the first time. But all right, and I almost forgot about the digital copy. I'm so sorry to make you guys wait this long. So I have a 4-copy digital code of Beetlejuice. Now, how you're going to enter to win this is you're going to, first of all, subscribe to the channel. That's a must. You got to be subscribed. Like this video. I can't tell who likes the videos, but just in good faith, do me a favor, okay? Will you like the video? Helps the algorithm. And next, comment below and let me know your favorite Tim Burton movie. And that's how you're going to enter to win this digital copy. I will announce the winner. Well, I'll hear from you. I'll get with you in the comments there, and I'll probably discuss it through Instagram or DM or something. We'll figure it out. But thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and keep a lookout for my top 10 horror releases of October and the top 10 Steelbook releases, and also be sure to be subscribed for 31 Days of Halloween, a video every single day in October. Thank you so much for your continued support. Until next time, bye.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies. I love watching them, and I love making them.
Nah, I can't do it.